Akinode at Opayami is our guest. He's a sports journalist, a radio presenter. Welcome to the program.
Well, it feels good to be back.
Good morning,
good morning, Jeff. Good to see you guys.
Let me start on the fact that I wasn't happy what played out between Argentina and England. I was actually rooting for England, not because I feel they are talented. I feel their hype is beyond their talent. So let's be clear on that. For just sentimental reasons that after 60 years, something fair to come to England. They can hype themselves for all I care. But I saw what Tuchel did, and I was like, what exactly is going on? How do you, as a coach, see high-density Argentina with Messi and Martinez, all these guys, and you scored at the 55th minute, I think you can absorb pressure for 30 minutes? You must be joking. Was I wrong in my analysis?
You weren't wrong. One of the problems that England have had over the years has never been quality of talents. They've had some amazing talents, different generation of proven strikers, good midfielders, outstanding defenders, reliable goalkeepers. So I think they've always had the problem with the manager that could take them across the line. And they've had some amazing coaches, but most recently it's been Sir Gareth Southgate. 2 European Championship finals, in between a World Cup semi-final. They lost both finals, got knocked out in the semi-final at the last World Cup by Croatia. So I think if you look at that balance of play, maybe Thomas Tuchel overrated his own ability. So when you are playing a game with a team that in their round of 32 match, and they had to wait deep to knock out Cape Verde, extra time. In fact, Cape Verde had to score an own goal. In the round of 16 match, they had to come back from 2 goals down against the Pharaohs of Egypt between the 79th and 83rd minutes. Against Switzerland, they had to rely on a red card to Embolo before they could get a grip of that game. It also went into extra time, extra minutes. So you have an Argentine team that they don't give up. You don't know when they will switch on. Argentina could struggle for the first 80 minutes of a match, and the next 10 minutes they knock you off. So you play that kind of a game, and then you have a player like Declan Rice that can put his body on the line to block balls, that can put his body on the line, to convert attack immediately. And then you decided to take out Declan Rice. You took out Antonio Gordon. You brought in Eric Konsa. And I just kept asking myself, who does Thomas Tuchel think he's playing with? Does he think it's no disrespect? Does he think he's playing with Cameroon or Saudi Arabia? You're playing against an Argentine team that has arguably the greatest football player of all time that can turn up every single time. As an African, I was thinking Egypt was going to get the job done against Argentina, but I was on my show and I kept refreshing and I saw 2-1. I refreshed again, I saw 2-2. And I refreshed and I saw 3-2, and I'm like, okay, something is wrong somewhere. But I think Thomas Tuchel just he made the game much easier for Argentina. The goal that Enzo Fernandez scored, the first goal for Argentina, if that was a better defensive side, there could have been players that would have their body on the line to block that free shot. And then the corner, the pull-out also came in, and then you had your 2 defenders, and then somebody scored in between those 2 defenders. It was just a lot of things that went wrong for England. And like I said, talent is there. They've got arguably the best league in the world, superstars. But I think it's just something with this Argentine team, and they just kept going, and they just kept going. And you never can tell what could happen on Sunday, Jeff.
Well, attention now shifts from that one to Argentina and Spain, I believe. So what are your projections for this big Titanic battle?
It's a big game, and there's a lot we need to look forward to. For the very first time, there's going to be an halftime show, just like we see in the Super Bowl.
Oh, no.
And, at the start of this World Cup...
Very American.
I said it.
Very American.
I said, even though it's a South American World Cup, but it is a USA World Cup, whether we like it or not. There'll be Super Bowl, there'll be halftime show, there'll be, like we see in the Super Bowl, amazing performance, high show speed. Jennifer Houghton is going to recite the national anthem. It is a typical American style of entertainment. And don't also forget that football is not the most popular sport in America, as against England and other places. There's baseball, there's hockey. In fact, they call it soccer. So I think it's a show to tell Americans that we have a league that could probably produce a world champion in Lionel Messi. And if Messi wins this World Cup with this performance, 8 goals, 3 assists, it could be the oldest player to win the Ballon d'Or. So the MLS will be thinking, if you can produce a World Cup winner, if you can produce a Ballon d'Or winner, then we have a league that can compete. So they want to show the world on Sunday that we're not just hosting the World Cup, we're giving a different kind of World Cup that will probably give you the memory that South Africa 2010 gave us, the African feel, the vuvuzela, the energy of Africa hosting the first World Cup. That's what the United States wants to give. And it's a big departure from USA 94. Football is a different conversation now. They're looking at the two teams involved. This is the very first time in the history of the World Cup that would have the European champion and the world champion playing in a final. And then this is also the first time that we have the 4 ranked teams, according to the FIFA ranking, making it into the top 4. So it's a balance of a lot. So on Sunday, it's going to be a complete circle for Lionel Messi as well. There was a certain Lamine Yamal that is now 19 that Messi baptized as a baby.
When he was months old.
Oh. Months old.
Yeah, in that
so you're looking at Lionel Messi, you're thinking, there's been Pele for Brazil, there's been Frank Beckenbauer for Germany, there's been Diego Armando Maradona for Argentina. Where do you place Messi, especially if Argentina makes it back-to-back World Cup? And Messi was the highest goal scorer and the Golden Boot winner in Qatar in 2022, and now he's leading that charge with Kylian Mbappe. If Messi scores a goal in the final, it's all. He wins the Golden Boot, he wins the player of the tournament, and there's going to be a Ballon d'Or conversation into it. Sunday is going to be attack. See, Spain will hold the game. Fact. They will hold the midfield. They will play you out of position. But Argentina has shown over this World Cup that you blink, you lose. You can't sleep on them. So for neutrals like us, it's
not neutral on this one.
It's a 50-50 game.
No, you can't afford to be neutral. I know somewhere in your heart you have a team that you're rooting for.
For me, my sentiment is Messi has done everything that should be done in football. I would, sorry Ronaldo fans, but I don't think anybody has, in terms of record, nobody comes close. Whether it's Ballon d'Or, UEFA Champions League, and then the World Cup is the crowning of all of it. He's gotten the World Cup, so this is just going to be a duplication or just an advantage to it. And then the fact that he went to the Americas, compensation for my English team, let it stay in Europe. So let's look at the weaklings on both sides.
It should be a lot. Let me also put this sympathetically. I want Spain to win.
Yes.
I'm an Arsenal fan. So there are 3 Arsenal players in the Spanish team. So there's a possibility that the World Cup will come to the Emirates alongside the Premier League title that was won after 22 seasons. So I also think I want Spain to win it. But on the other side, it's just like when people get involved with that argument of the GOAT, I'm always like, was there ever an argument? I mean, Messi was born with football on his foot, and it looks like that's exactly what he's done or created to do. No disrespect to Ronaldo, I'm a huge Ronaldo fan. But, you look at that game and you're thinking, who has the best defense? Spain. Unai Simon. Funny enough, Spain has 2 of the best goalkeepers in the world on the reserve bench. Garcia of Barcelona, he won the title with Barcelona, and David Raya, arguably the best goalkeeper in Europe at the moment. Both of them have not gotten a minute of action in this World Cup. So there's Unai Simon. For Athletic Club Bilbao, they finished 12th in the La Liga last season. He considered 67 goals in all competition, Champions League, and the other cup. But he has considered only 1 goal in this World Cup so far. So Spain has a defense that can transition immediately. There's Marc Cucurella, the Chelsea defender. There's Pau Kubasi on the side. And it's just giving a feeling that Spain would want to contain Argentina, because Argentina have also considered goals. I think they've considered 6 goals already. So you're thinking, this defense, we can break it.
So some people are asking, will they win? If Messi wins this World Cup, which I don't want him to win, I'm sorry, Messi fan, will it give him opportunity to get the Ballon d'Or?
Yes.
Easier?
Yes. It's a World Cup here. And forget the league you are playing at. It's a World Cup here. So, and if you have such an outstanding performance, and this is most likely going to be Messi's last World Cup. And the conspiracy, I'm not those theories that think Gianni Infantino is doing this, is doing that. I just feel Messi had deserved. You don't pull your team out of the jaw of defeat consistently. In the first 2 games of Argentina at this World Cup, he scored 5 goals. Those were the 5 goals Argentina scored. In the 3rd game, he didn't start. He came in against, I think, Jordan or thereabout. He still got a free kick in that game. So the first 3 games of the group stage, he scored 6 goals.
All right. Akwemi, Absolute pleasure. Always having you. I wish we had more time to go. Bukola will have more questions, but totally.
Well, I was supposed to talk about the elephant in the room, Africa.
Well, for me, Africa won the World Cup via Cape Verde. That's my World Cup.
What about Morocco?
Forget Morocco. Morocco has done well.
I think Cape Verde are the African team of the World Cup.
For me, the World Cup was won by Africa, courtesy Cape Verde. Thank you. Okoyemi Akinyode is a sports journalist. Join us. He works with Mainland FM. Thank you, sir, for always coming through. I appreciate it.
Thank you.